Last time we saw how to train troops faster for free without any cheats. Before I start this video, if you haven't seen the last part, the link is at the top right eye button for you to see, as until you build a good army, allot your mastery points, this video might not make much of a sense. So, little tricks, let's go back to the video. Treasures are one of the most useful things present in the game after the academy, as that this gives you a ton lot of buffs, skills that will boost your entire performance. But even in these treasures, there are some which are very worth it, and others are not so much, and some are you don't even like to talk about them. But there are some hidden treasures that you can only get by performing certain tasks as well. But first, let's start with the most lower treasures, as these will be the ones you will get in your game first. I like to call them T1 treasures, or they are also known as normal treasures. Among these, there are not many good treasures, but I like them as they are very easy to get. You can max them out pretty fast. As you can see, they can give you nice buff in the start of the game as well. But one of these artifacts that I really like is short sword. As you can see, on the 2-star master bonus you will get infantry load, and as I said, the more the load you have, the better, and there are not much of many artifacts in this game that provide you load, so make sure to max that one out. Next, after them are T2 treasures, or the magic treasures, better known as these. But in my eyes, there are some good ones and some really worth it ones, but others are not so much. From them, my first and the most thing that I prioritize is blessed branch. Why I call this the most prioritized one? Cause it gives you 10% of boost production, 10% of lumber production, 10% of stone production, and it also give you a instant harvest skill on level 2 master, and it is really easy to get as well. So make sure to max this one to 2-star as fast as possible, cause this will help you really. So after that, I think my next priority is, as you can see on the screen, steel hammer. It gives you troop load as well as infantry load, cavalry load, archery load on each of the master point. Get this, it is one of the most important ones on the load section. Then there's archery one. It also give you load, it also give you archery attack and stuff, very good one. Then there's black horse, also nice one, and in kite shield, also useful. You can spend don't spend extra adding points like plus points on these ones, just add on blessed branch, then you can focus on hammer, and after that you can just upgrade these. You will get a lot of these after that. After this, you have these healing potions. I prefer to open every single one of it instead of maxing it out. It does give us different types of skills, but having this on you while attacking is better than getting a skill. In these, there is another one that is magic pickaxe that help you get another skill, accelerate gathering. I will be talking about it later on. So for that, next move on the tier 3, which are epic treasures. As the name suggests, these treasures are really epic. Some of these, like Pendant of Goddess, really hard to get but really worth it. The moment you take it to level 2, you will get an instant harvest skills, and its initial production buffs are really good. Until you reach level 30, make sure to max it out. Very nice one. Then there's Gift of Dwarf. Another one, increase your production, increase your construction speed, and even have 2 skill sets on maxing it out. Really good one. Make sure to do this one. Then Scroll of Drain. Really good for cavalry, but I don't prefer it that much. In my eyes, it's not that good. But if you like it, go ahead. There are better troops. So you like, this is one, a golden grain. It focuses on food productions and archery HP, but that's not why I am making this in this video. The reason why I say it's worth it is because of the level 2 skill, that is accelerate gathering level 2. It's really important to get, as it will help you a lot in later game. Make sure to max it out. In these following ones, there's this hammer of destruction, not so much. Then the fragment of golem. It's a speed one, so if you like to gather crystal mines, it will be really helpful. But amulet if life is one of the things that you need no matter what. I am trying to get it in the starting games. I was finding it very much in the caravan, but now it is really hard to get it. So make sure the moment you see this one, compose it as fast as you can, because after compose you can just add on some more treasures and it's really easy. The reason that is because of its skill as well. More on that in the later part of the video. Then we can focus on T4, the most legendary treasures. Getting these are really hard to get, but if you get them, good job guys, you really deserve it. Now getting these are pretty hard, but in this, like this one, heroic spirit, you can get this only by attacking DK monsters like Death Car are pretty known as well. You can get these by rallying DKs a lot. It's very easy to get. You can get this in early game as well. Then you have Touch of Masters, very good one. It have multiple boost and a skill. Then you have this one, Heavenly Berry. The HP as well as the HP buff as well as different types of buffs, all are pretty worth it. I really like Force of Nature as well, as it will boost a lot of gathering speed and even give us the skill of gathering as well. But the one that I really think is a heavenly treasure is Blessing of Goddess. The reason being, it unlocks instant harvest. It's really hard to get, but if you get it and open every single one of the treasure boosts, you will have a lot of good time. Trust me guys, after level 30, if you get this, max it out immediately to level 3, as well as open as much as these 4 of the more maze productions, because it will help you a lot. With these treasures, make sure not to cheat, make sure not to get scammed by others. Getting treasures can only be possible through in-game. You cannot get by NFTs. You can get them from caravans, or you can get them from simply buying gold chests. Simply buy gold chests and you can get them from there. Other than that, I don't see any other option. You can buy the pack, but it is a free to play series, so I don't suggest it. Like as you can see, 100 gold chests, you can get a lot of stuff from it, but I personally don't recommend it. If you are playing to earn, you don't need to spend money on this game. So while I am saying this, make sure to keep this in mind. After acquiring these treasures, all treasures have set of skills which are pretty important for you. As you can see, if you come out of the main kingdom, it is very easy to explain you this way. You can click on this electric thunder sign and you can see the buff skill list. As you can see, I focused on my production building, maxing them to the level 19. The reason why that I am doing is to get this, but it really did drop me back. I am level 23, while the persons who did started with me are already 24 or 25, so I think that did lag me back. So that why I said you to not max it out everything in the start, max it at the end when you reach level 30. Alright, back to the skill set. As you can see, you can get harvest from blessed branches, pendant of goddess and blessing goddess. What it does, it is give you total harvest of 6 hours immediately, and then it's put down to cooldown. Then you have accelerate gathering, you can get is through this. The reason, let me explain one thing about this one is, like you have magic plow, magic saw, chisel and pick. So in this you don't need to have all of this to open it. If you open it through one, it will be open. The reason why it open like this is, if you want to gather food, you can accelerate, put this in the treasure and then have accelerate gathering. For wood, you have magic. For the chisel, you have the stone, and pick is used for gold, and same for these ones. These are just the second hands of these. Whereas force of nature is just a really good force of nature. Trust me, this treasure is really good at accelerating gathering speed. After that, return immediately This is one of the things that I really want, as sometimes you just attack a really strong player and they will just annihilate you. So if you have war horn to level 2, it will help you return your troops. So but make sure it have a 1 day cooldown, so if you don't have it, you're just gonna lose a lot ton of army. Then you have attack enchantment, troop attacks, durations, cool time you can see on the screen. Um, if you have it, just use it, but you don't need to prioritize it. If you have it, good job. If you don't have it, don't mind. Enhanced defense, same as the attack one, it have defense. Then this is HP boost, and then there's speed up. Now why this is important is because getting this speed up, you will reach, or you have to, in certain continents we have a certain type of rule. That rule implies is we do not attack sea mines. This way we just don't attack each other and avoid a lot of conflict, as we have to focus on CVC wars, as those are more beneficial than these lower level wars between us. So then you have teleport. Like Orb of Portal, you can get it through VIP shop. This is a hidden treasure, as I said. You can get it through. You can easily teleport 200 km away from your current position. On level 2, you can go 400 km away, but this is once a day. So, I mean, it's beneficial if you like to attack bots. It will help you a lot. But other than that, I don't see any good reasons about doing it. So that's up to you. Now let's move on to the next one. This is increased production. As I said, amulet of life is very important. Get this one. This is very important no matter what. The reason why I say this, you increase your production here, then you go and boost your production through here, and then you use instant harvest, and you can get multiple and multiples of your harvest that you initially would have. You can have increasing training speed in Gem Vital. It is the one that help you increase your training speed, but it's hard to get in the early game. As you can see, Gem Vital, I still don't have it. I don't know how to get it, but I still sometimes get it from the golden chests, and after that I don't know understand about this. You have research speed. Yep, I don't have Sage hat that Sage's had. It's hard to get. Then you have construction speed. Yep, I have gift of dwarf was easily. I have touch of the master as well, but getting those treasure pieces is really hard. Instead of adding my treasures to the touch of masters, I focus on getting at least 50 to 90 of these treasure points before allotting them. That way I can just finalize all my attacks, finalize my skill to the max level instantly. Then there is summon monster. Like I said, heroic spirit, very easy to get. Attack decays as many as you want, and then you have this heroic spirit. Max out to 2 level, and you can summon level 2 monsters around your base, and it's instantly. You can do it 8 hours a day, so I think it's pretty worth it. Then mark of warrior. This is a ability buff. If you have infantries, trust me, if you have like the war has been started and you have shining arrows, so what these will be doing is, like, when you focus on an event like shrine event, attack event, or anything that you need to fight for, all, if you have all these three in your main treasure slots, which are this, you can just add, equip, and unequip them as much as you like. You have 4 of these. For me, I have first one on all production based, the second one is attack based, the third one is about loads, and my number 4 is attacking the monsters, which will get me more stuff. So if you want to take them as an example, you can take them, but getting them is all random. You can get them randomly. It's not focused too much upon different stuff. Like, you can't just focus on getting one thing, you'll get multiple stuff, which will be hard to get. So focus on that. Don't get distracted over stuff. As you can see, I just randomly got all 3 of those, and it's really worth it. So that said, treasures are the second most valuable asset in the game. So many of you must ask, what is the first asset or the first thing that can come above treasures? The stuff that give you buff, more than treasures is your academy. The reason I want you to focus on getting level 23, because in level 23 there is a section which increase your production to more than 250%, free of cost. You don't need to pay it, you don't need to open that with crystals. You just need to play this game constantly, and with my guidance you will be able to fight those paying players head on. So if you want to know about that secret place, just click on the video front of you and you will just go there. Meet you guys there. Don't need to stay anymore. Just go. Just go.